Okay, so for your final step, which would be to export this image that you've created as a JPEG and turning it in. Uh, so this is everything that I kind of came up with. This layer two copy, the one with the bad looking outline, the one that we made a copy of that. You could just delete that layer if you want. I've already tested this out and it didn't seem to affect anything, but you don't need it. You really just need those two. So technically, you could get rid of the photograph too. You shouldn't even really see. You can see a little bit right there where the photograph comes in that didn't paint over where the eyes are. Um, but so it's kind of the coloring and the shading, and then with the outline and all that stuff. So it is ready to be exported. So you're going to go to File. First, save it. If you're just finishing up your final steps, save it first. When Illustrator is done saving it, then we can move on to exporting it just to be safe. And then we're going to go File, Export. If you can see where my cursor is at, and then Export As. It should default as JPEG, but just make sure that this is JPEG. It's a little bit different than Photoshop, where in Photoshop you can save as a JPEG. In Illustrator you need to export as a JPEG. But yeah, you just want to make sure that it's a JPEG. The title, whatever you want it, make sure you save it in a location that you know where it's at. I'm going to go ahead and just go where my Illustrator file is. And then you want to, another thing too, is you want to check this box, use artboards, because your artboard is this black outline, if we remember, kind of like our paper size. So see how I have some information that we went beyond that. So you just want to export that, and then as a JPEG, check that box, and then that way it'll automatically delete everything that goes beyond that artboard for you. And then you're going to hit export. Unfortunately, I don't know why Illustrator does this, but it usually defaults the quality all the way down to 0. So make sure that is all the way over to the right. Actually take out that 0 and make it a 12, because I think that's the largest file that you can have. Baseline standard. And then I would recommend changing the resolution to high, 300 ppi. It may be at screen, it may be at medium, but I would just go to high. And then all of this is fine. And then we're going to go to OK. And we can even just double check right there, opening up the computer. Yours may not be exactly right here, but there may be a shortcut on your desktop that says this PC. You can open that up, and this is where it's at. If you don't see anything here or on the desktop or here, you can just type in right there, like documents, like DOC, and then click on the documents. I mean, anywhere that you can just open this up and then click on this PC, pictures. And this is where I saved mine. And then I will even open this up for you so we can see it comes in pretty good quality. So that should give you your best print, your best possible print. And so, yeah, you would turn that in and you'd be done.